The way we see the problem is the problem. People are intrigued when they see good things happening in the lives of individuals, families, and organizations that are based on solid principles. They admire such personal strength and maturity, such family unity and teamwork, such adaptive, synergistic organizational culture. And their immediate request is very revealing to their basic paradigm. How do you do it? Teach me the techniques. What they're really saying is, give me some quick fix advice or solution that will relieve the pain in my own situation. They will find people who will meet their wants and teach these things, and for a short time, skills and techniques may appear to work. They eliminate some of the cosmetic or acute problems through social aspirin and band-aids, but the underlying chronic condition remains, and eventually, new acute symptoms will appear. The more people are into quick fixes and focus on the acute problems and pain, the more that very approach contributes to the underlying chronic condition. The way we see the problem is the problem. Goated book, by the way, The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. Now, that little excerpt I read from the book couldn't be any more true, especially in self-improvement and just the nature of the self-improvement niche, self-help, personal development, whatever you want to call it. Because this whole industry, this whole market, this niche thrives upon the human desire to find quick fixes and easy solutions to a deep, complex problem. And before I changed, when I was still a degenerate, I was always focused on solving these problems with these, tips and tricks, actions, daily actions that speed up the process of change, how to become my desired self with 5 simple actions, 10 simple steps. But sure, they worked. Just like it was stated in the book, it worked, but it was like a band-aid, right? If the wound is deep, sure, the band-aid might stop maybe 50% of the bleeding, but in the future, it's gonna turn into a deeper problem, a deeper wound. It's not gonna heal unless you get stitches, right? And because you keep trying to fix it with band-aids, it might get infected in the future, which is what the book was talking about. And see, only when I realized that I needed to shift my fundamental paradigm, my principle, my foundational beliefs of who I am as a person, the hard, the uncomfortable, and scary path, only then was I able to change into someone I desired to be. But most importantly, because I chose to do the hard work, it was a permanent solution. It wasn't temporary. Because the consequence in which you pay from taking these quick and easy fixes that are appealing and satisfying to complete, the real danger comes from the illusion that you're actually working towards becoming a better self, improving yourself, when in reality, what you're doing is just coping. You're not actually solving the problem. You're just solving everything around the problem. And until you truly realize this, you're gonna be stuck in the cycle, the dreaded cycle that quite a few people are starting to notice nowadays with self-improvement. The idea that people will watch video after video and still stay in the same place. This is ultimately because people are avoiding the hard and true work. And now you're probably asking to yourself, well, Rayon, what's the hard and uncomfortable truth? I don't know. The only reason I watch these videos is because I don't know the solution to my problems. Well, if you were honest with yourself, you do know the solution to your problems. I think 9 out of 10 times, everyone knows the solution to their problems. It's just that the solution you come up with isn't optimal, isn't easy, doesn't sound appealing. But oftentimes, it's the only solution that actually works in solving the problem from the root. But again, self-improvement wouldn't be a profitable industry if people didn't look for quick and easy fixes that sound appealing. But then I make this video and I share this excerpt from this book because I want you to know the truth. Whether you've been watching countless self-improvement videos already and you still haven't seen any real changes, then I hope this video is the last video you watch because I'm telling it to you straight. And this book that's sold over 40 million copies has told it to you straight as well. You need to fix your fundamental paradigm. You need to focus on the root of the problem. I've taken course after course on effective management training. I expect a lot out of my employees and I work hard to be friendly towards them and to treat them right, but I don't feel any loyalty from them. I think if I were homesick for a day, they'd spend most of their time gabbing at the water fountain. Why can't I train them to be independent and responsible, or find employees who can be? The personality ethic tells me that I could take some kind of dramatic action, shake things up, make heads roll, and that would make my employees shape up and appreciate what they have, or that I could find some motivational training program that would get them be committed. or even that I could hire new people who would do a better job. But is it possible that under that apparently disloyal behavior, these employees question whether I really act in their best interest? Do they feel like I'm treating them as mechanical objects? Is there some truth to that? Deep inside, is that really the way I see them? Is there a chance the way I look at the people who work for me as a part of the problem? There's so much to do and never enough time. I feel pressured and hassled all day, every day, 7 days a week. I've attended time management seminars and I've tried half a dozen different planning systems. They've helped some, but I still don't feel like I'm living the happy, productive, peaceful life I want to live. The personality ethic tells me there must be something out there, some new planner or seminar that will help me handle all these pressures in a more efficient way. But is there a chance that efficiency is not the answer? Is getting more things done in less time going to make a difference? Or will it just increase the pace at which I react to the people and circumstances that seem to control my life? Could there be something I need to see in a deeper, more fundamental way, some paradigm within myself that affects the way I see my time, my life, and my own nature? My marriage has gone flat. We don't fight or anything. We just don't love each other anymore. We've gone to counseling. We've tried a number of things, but we just can't seem to rekindle the feeling we used to have. The personality ethic tells me there must be some new book or some seminar where people get all their feelings out that would help my wife understand me better. Or maybe that it's useless and only a new relationship will provide the love that I need. But is it possible that my spouse isn't the real problem? Could I be empowering my spouse's weaknesses and making my life a function of the way I'm treated? Do I have some basic paradigm about my spouse, about marriage, about what love really is? Is that feeding the problem? Can you see how fundamentally the paradigms of the personality ethic affect the very way we see our problems as well as the way we attempt to solve them? Whether people see it or not, many are becoming disillusioned with empty promises of the personality ethic. As I travel around the country and work with organizations, I find that long-term thinking executives are simply turned off by psych-up, psychology, and motivational speakers. They have nothing more to share than entertaining stories mingled with platitudes. They want substance. They want process. They want more than aspirin and band-aids. They want to solve the chronic underlying problems and focus on the principles that bring long-term results. So, if you're looking to change and actually self-improve, not the shiny idea of self-improvement, actually improve, then you need to fundamentally change the way you view self-improvement. Because it's not about how to become a new person overnight, how to get an aesthetic body that drops panties overnight. Like, you need to accept that those don't exist. And when you truly understand that, only then can you actually achieve those things and make it tangible through hard work, tenacity, and discipline. So I hope this video was of value to you, and I'll see you in the next one.